Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tim Aslan here with another crypto update. Today, we're going to be looking at the Bitcoin chart, seeing what's happening. We've been in this downtrend, we've been sideways. So, I finally have some insight now that we've created some structure. I wanted to wait a little bit before giving an update. So, I think this is going to be a pretty important update. So, let's get right into it. And make sure you like and subscribe. And in the comments below, BitUnex is having an amazing new user campaign. So even if you're a current user and you want a new account, you can sign up and get some bonus. So check that out below. But basically, I think my last update was back in, I want to say early January. And I want to show you kind of where we bounced first from this macro before I get into the local time frame right here. So also, I do want to say that if you're still here, despite all this downturn, you're going to make it. Just relax. Keep buying, keep dollar cost averaging into positions that you know will fundamentally be higher in the next 10 years, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and everything will be fine. So don't let this short term price scare you. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let me see. Where these are on my chart. I have too many things on here. Okay, well, I'll just redraw it. But basically, what we were looking for was we were looking for this TR pocket right here from this range. And you can see perfect bounce from it so far. There was actually a 10% move up from these lows. Actually, sorry, 21% move up from these lows. And this chart has been shared by me on Twitter. I talked about it on here, and it's in the Telegram as well. If you're not in the free Telegram, make sure to join for the most up to date charts. And basically, we've had a really nice bounce from it. And ever since then, we've kind of retraced. Also, it's worth mentioning this general area is the 2021 high. Um, Also, in the previous video, we looked at this huge sideways range and we identified this was the highest volume node of that area, which is also where we bounced from this side. And I believe this was the 786 as well, from this low to this high. A bit of an overspiel on there, but general 786 territory, maybe 886 for those harmonic guys. Um, and yeah, so we've got a nice bounce from it, and now we've just kind of, not follow through it at all. So I want to go into the hourly chart, and I shared this on Twitter yesterday, where I have these two arrows here. The first one was at the golden pocket, where we got a pretty decent bounce from, but have since continued to move down. And the second arrow is from the 786. So I think this first arrow, obviously invalid. We got a decent reaction, but not the move that we're looking for. And so far, this second arrow has done tremendously well. So I want to just talk about briefly what that second arrow is and why I took a long position from this 786. So first of all, I just said it. It is the 786. There is a harmonic pattern here. So 786 is a strong area for these harmonics. But for people that aren't harmonic people, like I wouldn't consider myself a harmonic person. I'd say that 786 is a strong bounce area in general on crypto. It tends to retrace a little bit deeper than the 618 a lot of the time. So that was a great piece of confluence. And the second area was we had this big sideways range for how long? Pretty much all of February. This was like 3 weeks so far. And so now we went below it. And you've seen this on Twitter so many times, I'm sure. It's power of three, right? So accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. So I think this is exactly what's happening right now. I think, you know, as we made this move down, I'm seeing just the craziest takes on Twitter where people are saying we're going to 30K. Um, People are saying that, some crazy takes about Bitcoin. Just everyone's bearish. I don't see any bulls left on the timeline. So I think this is the perfect time for a reversal, and we're already up 3.5% from this bottom call right there, which looks really good. I do think we're going to continue to follow through, and one of my larger thesis ideas with this trade is what I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to switch the screen. So this is a free tool anyone can use. It's called coinanalyze.net. And you go to the Bitcoin USDT on Bybit or Binance. And, here's our chart. And what you do is you go to the indicators and you add the CVD indicator. You just type CVD. And you can see here from our low right here, we've held this low, right? We have not broken this low. But at the same time, on the CVD, we have broken this low. So the CVD stands for cumulative volume delta. And basically, when this line goes down, it means that there are more market shorts than market longs. So what that means is within this range, people are aggressively shorting. There are more shorts in this range than there were at the actual bottom, right? So that tells you that lots of big shorts are coming in. Despite all that big, heavy short selling, price has still held the low, meaning every seller has a buyer, right? So all these shorts are coming in on the market side, but on the limit side, which this indicator does not show any limit longs, on the limit long side, all these short positions are getting absorbed by larger players, because if they weren't getting absorbed, it would crash the price, right? We'd be lower because this is creating a lower low. This would create a lower low as well. But because all these bigger limit long orders are coming in, it tells you that there's institutions and smart money holding up price in this area with long positions at peak FUD. And essentially what's going to happen is we're going to get a larger move up, and all these shorts are going to get squeezed tremendously. So as we pump and pump and pump, all these shorts are going to have to cover their shorts, which will create more and more fuel for the pump. So I am looking for a bigger move to the upside as long as we hold these lows. If we lose these lows, obviously, then all bets are off with that thesis, because it would be a lower low. But when you have this confluence with the 786 here and the TR pocket, it looks really good. And trading is a game of probabilities, right? So I always use risk management, but so far I'm really liking this bounce. And another thing here is I can show you a smaller time frame example of this CVD divergence playing out. So you can see we put in this low here, we made an additional low, but there were not as many sells into that low, creating a bullish divergence, which pumped us up. So that's just a smaller time frame version of what's going on in the 1 hour chart. So yeah, that's pretty much my update, guys. I'm short term pretty bullish. I think we do have some upside coming in. Don't get baited by all the doom and gloom on Twitter. Keep your DCA going. And, will this be the generational bottom for the cycle, for the bear market? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But I do think that we can get a move up to at least the inverse side of this TR pocket, around 74K. And we do have some further confluence at that level, I believe. We have a 786 up there. And if you pull from the bigger one, right up here, we have a golden pocket right at that monthly open area. Also, last thing, guys, I want to mention real quick is we've had this monthly time frame bullish structure, right? And so this monthly close in less than a week is going to be really, really important. And I'll make another video next week, based on wherever we close. But this 74K area is really, really important for the monthly close. If we close below it, it will confirm a bearish break of structure on the monthly time frame, which, honestly can prolong the downtrend. Let's say we close down here. Even if we get a retrace up, we'll most likely put in another low and do something like that before upside. But if we can somehow move up, I think it's around 10% from where we currently are. Let me double check. 16% in a week. Bitcoin's done bigger things than that. So it's possible. But this is called Operation Save That Monthly Candle. If we can close back above that 74 area, we'll be really, really, really bullish, in my opinion. So that's a huge thing to keep an eye on. I will keep you updated in the Telegram and on Twitter. Make sure to check those out below, like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video.